I'm making a thumbnail. Hold on. Let's see which one of these makes it.
3, 2, 1, bro.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Murphy. I'm one half of the Brothers Merv, and this is Metagame Minute. Metagame Minute is a weekly segment where Mike or I talk about anything we want to talk about in the gaming world today. And today I want to talk about a topic that was actually inspired by Dreamboat Matthew Jude, and that is because Matthew's, we were kind of talking recently, and that he's been kind of rebuying a lot of games, and this is something that we were like, that's interesting because like we don't really rebuy any other games, but there's been a couple games that we've gotten rid of through Kohl's that we kind of thought we didn't like as much as we did, or we're just like, we don't really need this game anymore. And recently, Mike and I have been kind of like, I might want to get that game again. And so I basically want to throw it out to y'all and be like, is there any games you've ever rebought? And if you did, why? So a couple of games we've kind of been thinking about rebuying is Tiny Epic Galaxies. When we first got Tiny Epic Galaxies, for whatever reason, we weren't that into it. We liked it a little bit, but we weren't that into it. And we tried out a couple of the other Tiny Epic games, and since then we've kind of gone back and been like, you know what, actually I think I liked that one the most. And that's kind of the one I wish we still had. And since the Tiny Epic games aren't super overly expensive, we've been kind of like, should we just get it again? And that would be kind of the first time we've ever like repurchased a game, other than for other reasons. We did have to rebuy Pandemic once because we left it at a Denny's, and we used to always play at that Denny's, and we went back and we're like, did we leave our game here? And they were like, no, sure didn't leave that here. And so we had to rebuy that one, but that's a kind of a different situation. Another game we got rid of and we were just reminded of recently was Santorini. We actually ended up getting rid of Santorini because we didn't really play it much. And I definitely like that game a lot, but for whatever reason, it just ended up on a coal pile and we kind of got rid of it. And recently we're kind of like, you know what? Like, I really like Santorini a lot. I think for a small abstract strategy game, those kinds of things, it's really one of the best, especially in terms of like simplicity to complexity rules. I mean, there are move and build. That's all you do in the entire game. But in terms of the way you maneuver, it's like chess in that way. The maneuvers you can do in chess are very simple. And basically everyone knows all the maneuvers you can make in terms of how all the pieces move, but the complexities are just infinite. And Santorini is kind of in a similar way. And then you add in the god powers and it really makes it even better. It's really great. So we've been kind of like, ooh, is that something we might want to get again? And thinking about rebuying games, I think I would almost always, if I was going to rebuy a game, it would end up being a small game. I don't think I would end up rebuying a big game. Just because, one, it's more money. So that's a much bigger like commitment. Like if I'm rebuying a $20 game, it's kind of like, okay, it's $20. $20 isn't nothing, but it's not gonna like break the bank. But if I'm trying to rebuy like an $80 game, I'm like, okay, let's think about this. Hold on, do I really need that game, or can I just play it at a convention with some friends and stuff like that? Sorry, I'm just playing with my hair a lot today. And so we kind of was think more like that. We're like, I think I would rebuy like filler games, small games, things like that much more often than bigger games. But there have been a couple of games where we're like, maybe we should get that game again. That seems kind of interesting. And so let me know down in the comments below if you've ever done that. Have you ever rebought a game, and for what reason? Was it something like our situation with Pandemic where you left it somewhere or it got destroyed somehow or something like that? Or was it because you got rid of it and then you kind of realized you wanted it back in your collection? And I think it's kind of an interesting part of this whole thing where you're kind of like, all right, because I've like rebought video games and stuff like that because I'm like, you know what, no, I really want to play that game again. And so I'm just going to get it again. And board games can kind of be in a similar vein. So let me know down in the comments below if you ever rebought a game and kind of how you feel about the whole rebuying a thing. Or is it when you're done with a game, you're done? And while you're here, make sure to like and share this video and all that kind of stuff. And whether or not you never rebuy games because you're like, nah, once it's out, and I hate that game now. Or you rebuy and you kind of have this constant shuffle of in and out, and sometimes the same stuff comes in and the same stuff goes out. Let me know. And remember, no matter which one of those is, good outro, Nick. The more meta, the more better. Thank you so much for watching that video. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching all of our videos. Really, if you ever watch any of them, we really appreciate it. If you want to check out last Metagame Minute, check out that video right over there. And that video down there is going to be, let's see. Our last cribbage chats, because why not? You know, cribbage chats are gonna live on our Patreon now, but nonetheless, there's one right over there. And make sure to like, share, subscribe. You know how to do all that kind of stuff. We love you to death. Thanks so much. We'll see you later.